Good afternoon. I'm Justin from Pound Coffee, and today we're going to make Aeropress the pound way. First things first, you've got your ground coffee, 15 grams, and to give you some idea, I'll just pour some out for you to see. Quite coarse, but as coarse as salt, okay? So ground coffee, I'll put that right back in. So I'm going to do the inverted method, so the plunger onto the base like so. Okay, just quickly rinse out the Aeropress first, just so it's nice and clean. Okay, now depending on whether you prefer to use the metal filter or the paper filter, if you're going to use the paper filter, obviously make sure you give it a good rinse. And pop that onto there, zero it off. Just give the paper filter a good rinse. Just run some water through like so. So, pop in your 15 grams of coffee, okay. We'll make sure it's nice and level. Just going to zero that off, so it'll work from there. Okay, first I'm going to pour in 30 mils to bloom. I've turned on the timer as well, so I can keep an idea on the time itself. So while it's blooming, I'm just going to give it a quick stir, okay, like that. Put that to one side. So after 30 seconds, then I'm going to pour in all of the water itself. The water temperature is set at 93 degrees, and I'm going to pour in 225 mils of water into 15 grams of coffee. So as I do it, I'm just going to gently agitate the coffee grinds itself. Take it all the way up. Being careful to keep an eye on the amount I'm putting in. We're nearly there. Just a fraction more. There we go. Like so. Just a little tick more. And then I'm going to stir again for 15 seconds. So I'm going to wait till it gets to 1 minute. There we go. So I'm stirring for 15 seconds, making sure that I'm agitating from all the way to the very bottom of the Aeropress. Just coming up to the 15 seconds. Put that to one side. Now, I'm going to put the actual top on it now. And then when it gets to 140, I'm going to put the cup on top of that and then plunge it out. I'm looking for the actual plunge to take about 15 seconds. So when we get to 145, I should be able to finish off the coffee into the cup in 2 minutes. So it's just gone over 140, pop that on top, get to 145, turn it over. You don't need to push too hard down, quite gentle, but just keep a consistent pressure on it. As you get closer to the bottom, I often find you get a little bit more pressure, so you might have to push a little bit harder. There we go, almost done. And at the very end you'll hear a hissing noise, and that's the cue to stop. There we go. I like to leave it on for an extra few seconds, just to make sure that I've got all the coffee out. There we go. Turn that over, that to one side, and there you go. There's your Aeropress. Now, I've poured this straight into 1 cup. You can pour this into a bigger vessel and divide it between friends. The one thing I always say to people is to check how strong you like your coffee. I like my coffee a little bit stronger, particularly for Aeropress, but if you want it a bit weaker, of course you can just add some more hot water to the brew just to bring the strength down. Thanks, have a good day.